Okay, I hope this works and like, because if I have to redo this video, which I can accept that I did record it previously a couple minutes ago and I got no audio, but it was like 17 minutes long. I'm gonna cut this one down and with a little bit of help editing. So yeah. Okay, what's been going on this couple of weeks? Um, that's new. Yep, that's new. There's reflective things over here. I don't know what those are. What could that be? I don't know. So I moved again. Not houses. I just moved to a different area. I keep finding myself having to move all the time to a different area. It's like my brother's here and I can't be in the room because when I'm awake, he comes home and he's sleeping. So it's like the schedule. It's not the best, and so there's a little bit more to that, but that's all you're gonna get for now. So what's been happening with me? So you guys know about the H100i, which is currently holding the light bulb in a ghetto setup fashion. Um, this one kind of a little bit. I'm a little bright. I'm a little bright, right? I'm bright. I think the lighting is good. I think it's decent. It's decent. I don't have $500 for lighting equipment. I don't even have a tripod. Could use that ladder as a tripod. I mean, okay, so let's get on the topic. So what I've been up to this week. So yes, about the H100i. It's 11:52 p.m. Okay, I bought that. It broke. So what happened was, okay, what's the I have to, there it is. Okay, so yep, this is the bracket for the AMD sockets. Okay, this didn't break, but the piece that connects to this, that hooks on to it, that broke because I decided when I put it in, it wasn't. I didn't like the temperature. Okay, I was like, no, 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 no. 3.6 or 3.7 gigahertz, 8320, overheating over 60 Celsius. It was known properly, so I decided to take a little bit of beady things. I don't know what they were called. They're like washers or whatever. They're smaller circles you can put on top of a screw and screw it in and whatever. So I decided to do that. You're not supposed to do that. I had a bad time. So I was like turning the screwdriver and it felt like it could go a little bit more and I like, yeah, you can go a little bit more and snap. It broke. Oh my god. It was so bad. I'm like, no, it can't be possible. So I'm looking in the bags like, yo, they have to send some spares. I mean, these things look like they cost like 5 cents, maybe 10 cents, 25 cents the most. They're really cheap. They're small, and it's like, damn, they don't send extras. So now what I had to do was I had to go online and order another one, and it costed $20. Expensive. The bracket is $10. I had to get the whole new bracket. I didn't need this. I already got this. I just needed the hook. I just needed one hook. I looked on eBay. I looked at Amazon. I looked everywhere. I couldn't find that little hook. Just a little hook, and that costed me $20. Oh my god, man! I was pissed. I was so pissed. My day was really bad. This ruined my day. So I got it in a week and a half ago, and I put it on, of course, and it's working. It's in there right now. I don't have a little watch. I know I'm not supposed to put it on there. Decided to do it, and I didn't know because I feel like it could keep going, and that was my mistake, and I just snapped. So, oh my god. But one of the issues I believe was because, as you're gonna see some videos right now, okay, I wasn't when I got the H100i. I wasn't expecting it to really. I thought I could just like use the Hyper 212 universal backplate bracket and just like mount this onto it. I looked at the four square. I don't have it. The square thing that goes like multiple sides. One here, one like this right here is one here, one there, one there, one there. I thought that's was for the AMDs. I'm like, yeah, I could just screw it in. Boom, we're good. No, they wanted the stock AMD bracket. And I'm like, no, because I don't know where I put that. It turns out it was in the living room computer. So before, when it broke and I wasn't getting proper temperatures, I believe it was because I was using this other bracket that wasn't really meant for the board, or it's just outdated. It wasn't really meant for something like that. That kind of application, like an H100i maybe, because it would flex. It flex. It's plastic. It would flex, and you got the plastic clip-ins. But the Asus Saber to the motherboard, the bracket that came with that was actually metal in the back. So I was like, yeah, that's something I probably needed, because the CPU, I didn't think it was making proper contact. I think when I decided to put it on, but on the H100i on top of it and screw it in, it causes the board to flex. So when it flexes, it's not making proper contact. That's my theory. Because when I raise off the CPU, when I raise off the Hyper 212, the H100i freaking pump, okay, part of the CPU is felt like it wasn't. It felt like it wasn't touching that part of the CPU, because all over the place had thermal paste, but you got like this 25% of this piece of area got no thermal paste. So like, okay, it's probably leaning or something like that. You know, you put it in and it's like plastic. This bracket is not really. It's not. It didn't come with the motherboard. It came with another, much older motherboard. Obviously, right? So it came with an older motherboard. That's the only thing I could find at the time. So I decided to put it in, and of course, it would probably cause some flex. You can't see it with your naked eyes. You're just screwing it in. You're not going to tell it's flexing. You can't. And it probably just flexed. So I unscrewed this one, and which was basically from my motherboard from the living room computer, and I put it in my motherboard back where it rightfully belongs. I didn't think I was gonna need that. I was like, no, you really need the default AMD bracket? No. Why would you do this? So yeah. So now that computer in the living room has the Hyper 212 Evo cooling the Phenom 2 965 overclocked to 200 megahertz, because that motherboard in there is not for overclocking. No, 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 no. It can't. It just can't do it. It doesn't even have cooling on the VRMs, so it's pretty much naked. Stop it. The MOSFETs are pretty much open. There's no heatsink on the MOSFET, so it can't cool. So I can't really I can only overclock 200 megahertz, because with the 200 megahertz bump, it doesn't require any additional voltage. It uses any additional voltage. Some people are saying how they're doing it. They're overclocking their CPUs. All I know is AMD. I have no experience with Intel. Okay, I haven't used it, so I know for a fact with both Phenoms and FX processors, when you overclock at 200 megahertz, they don't even use. You just leave everything to auto. It will not use. It will use the very minimum voltage that it uses, which is for the FX is like 1.3 volts. And I'm probably going all over the place with this. Oh, this is gonna be a long ass video. 1.3 volts, 1.332 volts, I think it uses when I'm stressing it. And when I go from 3.7 to 3.8, it goes to like 1.4, 1.440 volts. So I think that's as high as the motherboard will let it go. I think it depends on the motherboard, unless you have to set it manually. So I'm not sure, but some people, I'm using stock voltage. You're probably not using that stock voltage. When you go over 200 megahertz in AMD CPUs, maybe depending on the motherboard, the motherboard will give it more voltage, way more voltage. See, if you overclock to 3.8, your motherboard is giving it 1.44 voltage. That's way too much volts for that frequency. So yeah, did I say everything? I think I said everything. I think I lined everything out properly. So it's in right now, and my CPU is currently at 4.4 gigahertz, because my CPU can't go too much higher than that. If I go above 4.4 gigahertz, it's at 4.4 at 1.4 volts. If I try to go higher than that, 4.5, it requires way too much voltage. It requires a huge leap. Let me go ahead and pull up I believe this is it. Yes, this is it. So at 4.5 gigahertz, it wants 1.452 volts. At 4.6 gigahertz, it wants 1.476 volts to keep it stable. And I stopped the test pretty much 1 hour after I'll stop it. So, yes. It just requires way too much voltage. So I was really hoping for 4.8, maybe 4.7, but can't really get that, you know. So I decided to keep it at 4.4, 1.4 volts, literally 1.404 volts, which is what it was displaying. Motherboard displaying. I'm sure that's probably not the most accurate. I probably need those like voltage meters, which I don't have. But this one is displaying 1.404 volts. Of course, you have to overvolt it a little bit more. I had to overvolt the CPU always a little bit more because of V drop. So, and that also depends on the load line calibration. So even though my CPU is using 1.404 volts, the maximum voltage is 1.414 volts. Shit, I'm probably confusing a lot of you right now. Probably not. Hopefully not. So yes, load line calibration. You know, I could obviously up it up if I wanted to. So, but I'm leaving it at high. So yes. I think that pretty much does it for that segment. Piece it right there with the water cooling. But it's good. I'm getting really good temperatures. So yeah, yes, H100i is good. But I have to turn the fans around a little bit. So the back fan that normally exhausts the air out the case is actually pushing air into the case, and that's creating a little bit of noise right now because obviously with the panel and stuff like that, creating the science, okay, just science, all right, it's creating noise. So I noticed that creates noise, and my side panel creates noise because it has a mesh in front of it, and the air gets disrupted when it come in, and it just starts making a lot of noise, you know. So yes. So the next case I want to get, and I know someone pointed this out in the comments, if I remember what case you recommended me, was the H440 or 1440, whatever it's called. No, I don't want that. At first I did. After I didn't have the option to have a DVD drive, I believe, I was like, nope, because I have a Blu-ray drive. I don't want to have to sell it, get an external. It might fall, might break. I don't want to do that. I just want a Blu-ray drive inside of it because I watch Blu-ray movies. That's the only thing I do with that drive is watch movies. That's it. Okay. Netflix Blu-rays coming all the time. I watch it. That's it. That's my content. I don't have TV, so I use the internet and Netflix and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna get probably the what's it called? The Redefine R5 case based on silence. It's a beautiful case, so I plan on getting that. I want the one with the window. I know I don't know what the hell's going on. Like maybe this is happening to you guys too. Like, but you start building your computer, you want all kinds of flashing lights. You want stuff blinking all over the place, blink, because it's an eye grabber to have things blinking all over the place. You know, you want when you're sitting down, you turn the lights on when somebody's walking in, like, ooh, you want someone to comment, like, oh my god, that's a computer with all those lights? What? That's crazy. What? You're like, yeah, I know, it's okay, you know, you're blushing, it's all good, so, you know, it's all right. You know, it's not much, you know, I could always just, you know, up the voltage and put the more megahertz with stuff like that, and 2 graphics cards for SLR power. I don't know, it's fun. But now, I seem to be getting into the simplicity thing, you know, this simple, elegant, beautiful, you know, but yet powerful. But I do want the one with the window side panel. I know they have 2 versions, one without the window side panel, one with the window side panel. I bought the H100i. It has LEDs. Okay, it has the lights on there. I want people to see it. Okay, I want to. You understand where I'm coming from. I want them to see it. So yeah, it's pretty much that. In other news, I bought some things. And some other things were disappointing to me. So I want to know what you guys bought also. So some of the things I bought was, I think I told you guys already, the mouse. This is the EVGA something. I don't know the model number. I think it's the EVGA TX10, I think. Barnacles. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know if it's Barnacles or Barnacle. Which one is right? Probably Barnacle. Barnacle, yes. Barnacle Nerdgasm on YouTube. I'm sure you guys know him. If you know Linus, you'll know all of them. Okay. Barnacles reviewed this mouse. And, you know, it looked good, of course. I think I watched a review with Jay's 2 cents, and his review, I was like, oh yeah, this looks nice. Also, the price range is really good, and that's the only reason why I picked it up. I like the lights, flashy things, right? I don't think I'll ever get a mouse without lights. I don't care. Simplicity for the computer case, but everything else, no. I want it to light up. So it's you got it lights up. The only thing I don't like about this mouse is these buttons. They go way in, like they kind of move, and it's not like a solid press like this when you click on this, but like when you click here, it's just it goes deep. Even when you click the button, it still goes deeper in, and it kind of throws me off a little bit. So maybe I just gotta get used to it. I'm not sure. I can't even see myself on screen. I just try to go for the mouse, and the mouse in my hand. Oh, crazy. So it has really good DPI scaling here, so it can go all the way up, and I go all the way down when I'm like sniping. It helps a lot. So we'll turn it completely off. But yeah, all kinds of color codes on here. So you see I got it set up to do 2 different colors. Probably you can't see, probably you can't. The back here is blue. So it's supposed to stay the same colors, but in the profile and the software you can set it up to do it differently. So mine's in the back is blue, with this right here is like purple. But they normally stay the same. So it has like a bunch of colors you can choose from. The next thing I bought was, I'm trying to lift this up real quick. Boom, baby. Yes, I'm lifting it up because it's actually plugged in. I can't see, god damn it. There we go, I can see now. So this is the Logitech G510. It says it right there. Keyboard, gaming keyboard, of course. I decided to go for this and not for any of the mechanical keyboards because, well, the one thing that really attracted me to this keyboard was the LCD. Okay, I got to see my GPU information and CPU information, loads, the RAMs, control the music, see the music playing. I have fraps that shows like the timeline and where you get dips and the frame rates and stuff like that, which is really nice. That's one of the reasons why I chose it. Okay, that won me over a lot. But the keyboard is quiet. I'm hitting it hard. I'm hitting it hard right now. But no, it's quiet, you know, and it's not like when you press it, you get the click when it comes to a mechanical keyboard. I've never had a mechanical keyboard, but I know they click. I've seen Twitch streams with them, and they're annoying me. They annoy me a lot, all right, because they click. It's a click, 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 click. It's just so loud, and it's like, I want something that's kind of quiet as possible. No clicking or anything like that. And this does the job. So, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Unless with those, you can hear the click. You can hear the click. You guys know what I'm talking about. But, so yeah, I don't, you know. So that's how I went with this keyboard. It has some nice soft keys or whatever. Next thing I bought was this. Now, I'm pissed off with this. Want to know why I'm pissed off with this? I paid $40 for this. Okay? That was a week ago. I bought this controller. Received it maybe a couple days. Yeah, about a week. I bought it, I don't know, sometime it was Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. I don't know, last week. And I got it. And, you know, Cyber Monday. No, it didn't go on sale. Black Friday didn't go on sale. Yesterday, it was on sale. Yesterday was the... Okay, it was on sale on the 9th. Now it's 11th. It wasn't because it's like 12/10. So on the 9th it was on sale. Shocker sale on Newegg for $15. I'm pissed. I could have picked up 2 controllers at the same time. Cause this one here, I bought this one for my brother. He wanted a controller, so I bought one for him. I could have bought one for me too. Like, come on. If you're gonna, that's the point of Cyber Monday and Black Friday, is to put it on sale on that day, not a week later. Dude, seriously, $40. I could have bought 2. I could have picked 2 up, or at least saved a lot of money there. So yeah, I'm pissed about that. I'm pretty pissed about that. So Yeah. I mean, other than that, oh, the graphics card, the 970 that I have, I'm not hearing the frequency pitch anymore. I know someone commented that how they had a 970 and they traded in for a 980, and they're still getting the same frequency pitch. I'm not getting that anymore. I hope this audio is recording this. 20 minutes, goddamn. Okay. Yeah. But they traded in for a 970 for a 980, and they're still getting a high frequency pitch. I'm sorry, that sucks. But for me, I can't hear it anymore. I mean, when I first bought it and I plugged it in, it was horrendous. It was like I couldn't stand it. It was really starting to bother me. But after 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks or so, it stopped, or it got less. It didn't stop. I mean, I can still hear it. If I'm playing a game, maybe I have to open up the computer case now to actually hear it. But I think if I'm staying right here, the computer's right behind me. It's right there. Even though it was next to me, I couldn't really hear it unless I really listened for the sound. So I think it's getting better with time. It's going away. And NVIDIA is working with all these manufacturers to help make the cars better. I noticed my card in the bottom. When you take out the card and you look at it at the bottom of the PCI Express slot where it has to plug in, you'll see right there in the tip where it actually clips in and locks into place. For me, my card, it has a revision number. I think it's 0.0 or 0.1. I don't remember. It says Rev 0.1 or something like that. So, yeah, but it doesn't bother me anymore. You know, if it did, I don't know what the hell I would do. Quite honestly, I would. What would I do? Like if it continued to bother me, I probably just put it on my table. And I think I might do that eventually because it is making a lot of noise out there. I can hear the fan from here. You guys could probably hear it. It's a little bit bad, but I might move it under the table so that the noise doesn't bother or anything like that. So, yes. I don't think. I don't. What is that? Nope. Okay, I'm not missing anything. I think we're good here. We're good. That's pretty much all I bought. I didn't buy any games on sale. The one game I'm looking out for right now, and I'm going to pick it up if it comes out at $19.99 on December 18th. One game. One that kind of started it all for me, PC gaming. Well, not that game, but another game. It's called Flight Simulator X. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. I don't know if you guys know about it. It's a simulator. It came out in 2006. I love that game. And if it comes out at $20, hell yes. So they're going to be redoing it. Some other game, some company that makes train simulator bought the licensing or using the licensing fees to actually remake the game, make it optimized because it was poorly optimized. I have it it's right there on my desktop sitting, but it crashes a lot, and you need to use Windows Vista. It sucked. Like if you use a Windows 7, it crashes all the time. Windows 8, of course, it's gonna crash all the time. No matter, oh my god, I searched the webs. I searched the whole web. I searched the whole internet, man, and I couldn't even find a fix. So it keeps every time I'm about to land, it crashes so much. It's just annoying me, you know. Every time I'm about to land. It was really bad. It was, optimization was bad. It would use one core on the CPU. And this is why Intel would be better. If you were playing this game, you have this game, Intel would be the best option for you to get. But now that they're redoing it, they're fixing all the issues, all the crashes. They're implementing Steamworks and multiplayer. Because, you know, this one had used GameSpy, so you can't play multiplayer anymore. But you can use Direct Connect. And, you know, still connect. You can create your own thing. And, you know, it's very simple. And you can have people join you with your IP address. But it would you only use one core, and it pissed me off. Because I know I can get way better frame rates. And I can pretty much play this. I should be able to play this game in Ultra, but I can't. And I would get like around 40, 30 frames per second. Even on like medium settings around there. So it was a pretty intense game to run. Because it only uses one core. And that sucked. But on the 18th, because this game been out since 2006, I hope it's $20. Please. Make it $20. If it is, I'm picking it up. I know I shouldn't be talking about games. Probably not. Probably. Because I do have the FarCry 4 benchmark coming. I already did the 680. Think I don't have the 680 no more. I did the benchmark with the 680, and I already did the 970. Somebody put. I was just like hesitating whether I should put it up or not because it still has issues. The stuttering, it stutters a lot. Ah, God, Ubisoft. I fixed it. I fixed the stutter in version 1.40, and it updated to version 1.50 a couple days ago, and it brought back the same hitches. I guess it resetted the config file that I manipulated. So I'm gonna have to go back in and re-manipulate it, and then I'm gonna put another update, and it's gonna go right back to what it was doing. It started hitching and stuttering all over the place. I still haven't been able to play. I'm holding off on a lot of games, playing a lot of games, because I want to recapture them for my gaming channel. I want to do a let's play or something like that, but I can't because okay, this video is long enough. I think it's probably long enough. You know what? Let me just say this one thing with NVIDIA, since this is tech related. It keeps cutting out the audio. 15 minutes in, the audio cuts out. 45 minutes in, the audio cuts out. Sometimes cut back in for after like 10 minutes. Like no audio, like nothing, no mic, no game sounds, no nothing. And it just drives me insane. So even if I go back, revert back to previous drivers, way down to what the 970 can handle, go back to NVIDIA experience, whatever, I'm still having that issue. It is an issue. It is in beta. I understand. NVIDIA, please. Jesus. NVIDIA, please just fix this for me, baby. Just fix it for me. Just really. I mean, I don't know. So yeah, maybe you guys have heard of it. If you guys, when any one of you guys up here do, gameplays or whatever, after you capture gameplays, it's just after like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 50 minutes in, it'll just cut the audio out, and it just drives me insane. And I'm waiting for an update. NVIDIA, give me an update. Jeez. So yes, I'm shooting the FarCry 4 benchmark. I'm really shooting for. Damn, today's Thursday. Okay, I want to have it up by Friday. And to do that, I should start now, right after this video, which is now 27 minutes long, which I said wasn't going to be that long, because I had so many things pile up during the last video, which is probably like 2-3 weeks ago. Here it is.